Okay, well, I'm just gonna start right off with a question. Does anybody here smoke tobacco cigarettes? Yeah? I don't know if you've heard, that stuff is bad for you. Now, when the tobacco companies finally were forced to admit they knew all along that tobacco was unhealthy and addictive, part of their punishment was they were required to make anti-smoking commercials to keep kids from starting smoking. I'll bet they really put their heart into that. And apparently adults are on their own. Now, the anti-smoking commercials, this is how they went. Now, kids, remember, smoking is only for grown-ups, so don't smoke until you're grown up. Could there be a message that makes smoking more attractive to 12-year-olds? Now, I know how to keep people of all ages from smoking. All we have to do is completely change society's total attitude towards smoking. So no problem. Here's my plan. We have to redefine smoking from something that only adults do to one of those things you pass through when you're a teenager, like purple hair. Now, imagine you run into an old friend. You haven't seen him in years. You're sitting around catching up, and he says, "Excuse me, I have to step outside for a cigarette." You say, "You still smoke?" He says, "Yeah." He's embarrassed. You say, "And who are you taking to prom?" He will slam dunk that pack of cigarettes right into the nearest garbage can and never smoke again. So, my wife and I, we lived in the Chicago area most of our lives, but right after we got married, we lived in Albuquerque for 4 years. It's kind of a complicated story, but the short version is we were aiming for California, but didn't quite make it. So one day at work, I was talking with one of my coworkers, and we were comparing notes on childhood. And he said, "Oh, did you do such and such a thing back in Illinois?" I said, it's actually pronounced Illinois. Now, the comedy god of snappy comebacks was watching over me that day. My friend could have asked, "Then why is there an S at the end?" I would have had to say it's French. And he would have said, "Oh, those goddamn French." But instead, he asked, "Then who put that S at the end?" I said, "Must have been someone from Arkansas." When I was young and single, I flew to San Francisco to visit my friend. I called him when I landed. He said, "Oh, I got to work a little late. Meet me at such and such a restaurant at 7 o'clock. So I said, "I'll go out for a quick beer before dinner." So I looked around for a bar with an innocuous name, because in San Francisco, you can't be too careful. And I found this bar. I walked inside, and instantly the place went dead silent. I swear even the jukebox stopped playing. I looked around, and it was all women. So I left. I'm now going to show you what the patrons of how that patrons of the bar would have seen me that night. Oh, thank you. And now I'm going to start. So I went to a restaurant one night, and the waiter said to me, "I'm Christian, and I'll be your server." I said, "I'm Jewish, and I'll be your customer. But I came here to eat dinner, not discuss theology." Oh, hold on. I lost my place. All right. Now hold on. I need the mic stand here. All right. I used to be pretty handy around the house, but these days my projects are pretty much limited to hanging artwork and window treatments. So my most important tool is this stud finder. Now here's how it works. You just push this button and it, oh.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, that's what I got.